What gives European drivers the willies when it comes to American cars? It's not just about the size or the price. In this video, we'll reveal the hidden reasons why European countries often avoid American cars. Reasons you might not have considered. From cultural differences to design incompatibilities and economic obstacles, stay tuned and we'll explain why your beloved American vehicle might not be fully Euro-approved. Part 1. The size dilemma. It's not new that American vehicles are enormous. Those streets can be really cramped if you've ever driven in Europe. Because of the cramped parking spaces and fast-paced city streets in Europe, little automobiles are the norm. American automobiles, on the other hand, seem more like enormous people attempting to fit into a tiny space. The construction of European towns predates the inventions of SUVs and trucks, which is why size is important. When compared with American streets, these ones are considerably narrower and older. It might be difficult to park a large American SUV in a medieval French or Italian town, for instance. Because of how much room these vehicles take up, European drivers just will not risk driving them. And for city inhabitants, it's a major issue if parking is difficult. Picture this. You're attempting to parallel park a Ford F-150 with a charming little Fiat 500. You'd think it's impossible to park a tank on a bike rack. Size impacts the driving experience and makes parking a pain. Driving a smaller vehicle is considerably simpler in Europe due to the region's twisty roads and heavy traffic. Unfortunately, American cars aren't great in congested city streets or tight corners, while being built for open highways with plenty of lanes. Part 2. Fuel efficiency. Remember those fantasies of yours where you drive across a nation in a mean American muscle car? The concept of fuel economy is a brick wall that this aspiration encounters in Europe. Fuel economy is very important to Europeans. The trouble is, American cars are known for their penchant for guzzling gas at an alarming rate. Compared to the United States, gas prices in Europe are typically twice as high. You can pay more than $8 for a gallon of gas in Germany, but you might only pay about $4 in the US. Actually, Europeans should give serious consideration before hopping in a gas guzzler. In a continent where environmentally conscious choices are all the rage, American automakers are finding that their big, inefficient engines aren't cutting it. If you live in Europe and petrol is extremely expensive, you probably can't afford to drive around in a gas guzzler like a Chevy Silverado, no matter how good it looks in Texas. One common image that comes to mind for Europeans when they think of American automobiles is a 6-liter Chevy engine guzzling gas like it's going out of style. And for that much, definitely not a perfect fit. European vehicles, on the other hand, tend to make fuel economy a top priority. Vehicles that manage to be both powerful and fuel efficient are available from manufacturers such as Peugeot, BMW, and Volkswagen. With these vehicles, Europeans may save money on gas and cut down on gas station visits because of their improved MPG. Part 3. The design. American automobiles are massive, sturdy behemoths that prioritize passenger comfort. Whereas European automobiles, though, in terms of design, precision, and enjoyment behind the wheel, they are tops. Cars made in Europe by renowned brands like Mercedes-Benz, BMW, and Audi are renowned for their good looks and performance. The problem in the design is that American automobiles, particularly their larger models, prioritize passenger convenience and room inside. Many Americans see purchasing a car as a way to unwind. The plush leather upholstery, roomy interiors, and high-end amenities are the main draws. Contrarily, European automobiles use another strategy. Both performance and graceful design are their primary concerns. European automobiles are known to turn heads, particularly in cities like Monaco, Paris, and Milan, because of their aerodynamic curves or aggressive posture. It's the equivalent of wearing a tracksuit to a fashion show where all the other attendees are dressed in haute couture. Additionally, when it comes to automobiles, European consumers think differently. They see cars as more than simply a means of transportation. They see them as a symbol of social standing. Europeans have a preference for automobiles that are stylish, smart, and streamlined, in contrast to American muscle cars that scream confidence and power. The Volkswagen Golf and other compact European cars are known for their utility and good looks. It's unfortunate that many American cars fail to emphasize style over size. Part 4. Ecological issues. Europe's green revolution. When it comes to environmental sustainability, Europe is totally committed. The European Union has made it quite apparent. Go green or go home when it comes to sustainable energy and decreasing emissions. In that respect, American automobiles are inadequate. Consequences for the environment is that the increased carbon emissions produced by many American vehicles are well known, particularly larger ones. This is unpopular in Europe because of the continent's strict environmental regulations and the widespread adoption of electric vehicles, or EVs. Electric vehicles and hybrids are booming in popularity in countries like the United Kingdom, France, and Germany, which have already made tremendous progress in promoting renewable energy. On the other hand, American automakers have lagged behind. As a result of European pressure for greener options, domestic automakers have responded. Brands from Europe, such as Tesla, an American company that has jumped on the eco-friendly bandwagon, and local manufacturers such as Volkswagen and Renault, are introducing electric vehicles that adhere to these guidelines. People in Europe just want a more environmentally friendly vehicle, and American companies haven't always met their expectations. Imagine as you cruise along the German Autobahn, your eyes dart over the shoulder as a Tesla whizzes by. Your next point of focus is the enormous dirty truck right next to you. In your opinion, who should be named the green hero? Part 5. The price. Now let's discuss the cost. Not only are American cars large, but they can be rather expensive. Plus, that doesn't account for the expenses associated with future maintenance. People in Europe, particularly in nations with high tax rates, are accustomed to receiving a lot for their money. The starting price of an American-made vehicle in Europe is far greater than that of a European-made vehicle. This is because European countries impose a lot of fees on American-made vehicles, including import taxes, shipping costs, and levies. American automobiles might be more costly to maintain on top of being more expensive to purchase, due to the relative rarity of American automobiles compared to their European counterparts. Parts may be more difficult to procure and repair costs may be higher. Smaller, less expensive, and easier to maintain cars are more common in Europe. A Ford Fiesta, rather than a Chevrolet Suburban, would be the preferred vehicle of a British citizen. There is a noticeable improvement due to the reduced starting cost and easier repair options. Imagine paying a premium to have your preferred food imported from abroad, only to discover that the local market offers a superior, more affordable alternatives. Can we say that American automobiles will never be accepted in Europe? There's no easy way to answer this. More and more people are putting their faith in electric vehicles, which can mean a second chance for American businesses. American automobiles still have a ways to go before they connect with buyers in Europe, as we have witnessed. However, American businesses are starting to adjust to the global trend toward more environmentally friendly transportation solutions. American automakers are beginning to get on the electric vehicle bandwagon, which is a sign of the times. They may stand a better chance of winning over European drivers if they can merge their style with sustainability. So the next time you're in Europe, stop and admire the vehicles. It is likely that you will not see as many American brands. And if there's one thing we do know, it's that the automotive industry's trajectory is always shifting. Bye for now.